Well, it gave me 38 minutes after I deleted a bunch of videos. But anyways, I'm serving to the Most High. Maybe I'll get this out there now. You know, I get a lot of things. I get a lot of understanding about what's going on in the world. You're the most wonderful children of God. You're wonderful people. You just don't know how bad you've been pushed against. You've been fed such a line of farce and lies that all these things are going to save you, and all these things that you're doing is so terrific and wonderful. Chat GPT, ICG, all these things that are coming. It's going to make your life easier. It's going to make you rich. You don't really understand. I mean, you may understand video, but you don't understand video. You don't understand the precursor of it all. The helper is not the helper. It's the contract. And I understand it better than anybody, I guess. But the thing is that all this stuff that's flying out there, you're saying, well, they just got your information anyway. Well, they did this. What's coming is a prison, okay? They're going to lock down the United States as one great big prison. Do you see any new great big beautiful cities being made like they're doing overseas? You see any of the billionaires hanging around here in the United States? How many $1 trillion do you think we're in debt? We're probably about 147 trillion by now. No way to get out of that. No way to survive it. So buried in crypto, it's a good farce if everybody would believe it. Understand this is not reality. And I know that you hear there's 8 different kinds of cabal, okay? Another 8 different kinds of soothsaying. And another 8 different kinds of demonology. Another 1,000,000 different kinds of things to get your head turned away from the word. It's a spiritual desert of trying to block out something that had a temperance to have structure behind your life. How's that going so far for you? Do you know where you're at, what you're doing? Oh, it's structured, isn't it? You can do whatever you think you want to do, right? Try living by the truth. There's not a stitch of it out here running around. The honesty, the honor, the facts of spending time with the Father, you're spun up, getting out of it through the Father, going through the fire. You know me? They say, how you do it, how do you do this, how do you do that? Hey, look at here. I'll go through the fire 1,000,000 times if that would please the Father. And it just makes me harder. And the point being is that people don't understand. You know, the thing that you're loved beyond measure, beyond truth, you're loved. And you have a gift and inheritance that is in you for the Father wanting to wake that up inside of you to give you what I have. It is, it's something, okay? It's beyond what you can even imagine. And the thing is that I used to run under I am serving, I am Pisces. A lot of people out there know my story. They still read it today. And the thing about it is that I am servant because I come out the other side. The Father wanted everybody to realize what was going on, the truth. That's why he let all this happen. And he knew I would go through it, no matter what, because he knows I go back. I'll finish what I started. Boy, I a hurting unit, I promise you. But I made it the other side. And guess what? I'm not done yet. There's more to come. There's more things to go. Yeah, I could have free will and do what I want to do. I'm having too much fun doing this. I sit here and I wait upon the Father. And the thing about it is that great things are happening around me every day. Talking with you guys, just understanding that me telling you that you're loved beyond measure, and it is the truth. I know most people, the pastors out there. I listened to y'all guys for years, 14 years, solid, every day. And it didn't dawn on me as I was in the Word with y'all and understanding all this. It didn't dawn on me till I seen y'all all sitting at the round table. And y'all said, AI is the best thing since cornflakes. And that really didn't dawn on me until I started watching Reflections. And the Father stood me up pretty quick about that. I'm a stickler for change. I like change, but not when it counts the most. You guys might not like me. I don't really care. But the thing about it is that I love all you guys, and all you ladies. I wanted to say, whenever your best friend got you married to, you know who? Well, you know who? You married somebody that was trauma bonded. It's what you didn't know. And best friend, you made a mistake, a big mistake. And when she finds out about it, do you ever think you might lose your channel? I already seen that one coming a long time ago. But anyways, I hope it all works out. Leave it to the Father. He'll handle it. But understandably, y'all are wonderful children of God, and you are worthy. You might have done bad, you might have done wrong, you might have done all these things, but you are worthy. Okay? You're worthy of love, compassion, understanding from your fellow man, all fellow men. And if you're not a fellow man, then guess what? You don't have any honor. It takes a lot more than walking around beating your chest, thinking that you're a man. To be a man of honor is to do the truthful, rightful, only thing that there is by the Father's word. Now, I'll serve justice in 2 seconds, and I won't think twice about it. But I know the difference in between justice and judgment. What I'm trying to say is help everybody. It makes no difference about your opinion. Your opinion don't count. Only the Father's opinion. And He gives you well instructions of what to do. Ladies, same way. Your queens or your princesses. You're given instructions. It's the same as everybody else is. And the father said, hey, I don't like that. And you go ahead and you can tell him, well, I don't care what you like, Father. And that's what you've done, all of you. If you're spun up, it may not be your fault. Maybe you got into the witchy woo-ha and didn't know it. Been there, done that. But understand, it's psychological. All the way around it's psychological. I realized a lot of it when I went back and called these things upon myself again. I called them all back in. Because I did not understand the first round. I didn't understand the second round. I did. But I was going to go back for a third round to make sure I got it right. And the thing about it is, I'm right here. And understand, you got a problem. You don't have a problem. The only problem you have is not being with the Father. That's a problem. And everybody thinks that, well, I'll do this, I'll live in the flesh, and then whenever I need the Father, I'll come back. Look, you can be rescued at any time. But can you imagine Jesus popping up in about 10 minutes? You will be cut off. That will be the end of it. No more. No more chances. You'll either be destroyed by the angels at that time, or you will live out the part that the Father thinks that there's a crack in your heart that he may be able to see into, and he'll let you live the last 36 months of Armageddon. That's a fact. And you don't want to go through that, because you will be hunted down. You will take the mark of the beast. You will stand at attention. You will do what you're told to do, and you will do it when they tell you to do it. If not, you go straight to the guillotine. If I was left here, first thing I'd ask for, guillotine me. Let me be the first one to try it out. Because all the suffering that's going to go on. It's horrendous. You're wonderful people. You've been misled all these years. And I've seen it coming in the late 80s. Started in the 60s, early 70s. Listened to a 98-year-old man yesterday. I don't remember whose show it was on, but he was a pastor. He was a flamethrower in World War II, and 13 of them come out of 358, and he was one of them. And he's the one that said that he's seen it back in the late 60s, early 70s. I seen it in the early 70s, The thing about what you got to understand is that you've been fed all these things that are supposedly correct. Now, there's not enough staffing for doctors or nurses. What do you think is going to happen when you get hurt or something? You've got to really sit down and digest all this. All these things that are going on around you. Because they're making a prison for you. There's no more money. So what are you going to do? Are you going to rob and steal? Somebody's going to end up unaliving you for sure for that. Are you going to be a businessman that can only barter and trade a little bit? But they're going to make sure they get their cut of it. What they're doing over here is going to use this kind of like a little cash farm for all the upper echelon. If you got any money, you're going to have something, you're going to have to pay for it. And there's no more services. Do you see any new more whole bunch of new hospitals being built? Do you see free medical? Do you see all these things for yourselves? No. Listen to a CIA agent, and he said he's pulling out. He wouldn't live in the United States because of what's coming. Listen to all the intellects. You know, I listen to a lot of intellect about all kinds of things. But it comes down to the one thing. None of that I believe. I can't believe in something that doesn't work that way. And they say, okay, you're going to get rich through ChatGPT, and you're going to get rich doing this and that and the other. You're going to get rich. Look, how many billion of people's on here? They can't afford to pay every one of you that. 1 out of 100? Or 1 out of 10 million? I can see that. But anyways, I digress. Understand that you're being pushed against. You're going to have the Father to get through all this. You can believe in all these other things they're trying to push the narrative on. You're a Furby. Your ancestors that give you all this. You're Anunnaki. You're something from somewhere else other than here. True fact, we are. We're interplanetary stellar beings. The deal about lizard people, I got into a little bit there yesterday, but you know what? You know, the point of it is that is death. When you see lizard people, they're doing something for self. They want somebody to have a relationship with, not in a good way, but to unalive you during that relationship. Understand that. That's why you see those beings like that. They're not, that's the Father telling you that's who they are. They're not real lizard people. That's an affirmation the Father gives you. I talked to a couple people about it. They seen it, but the other people didn't. Okay? So understand that affirmation. It's just evil. So, covering all these bases, just remember, you are worthy to spend time with the Father because He loves you so very much that He wants to get that, He wants your soul to be woke up. And He wants you to do so many good things about this world. And you receive your blessings and gifts. That's all this is about. And the thing about it is, I think I'd rather have eternal life. I really would. But anyways, you're the wonderful children of God. He loves you very much, and He will do anything in the world for you. You know, just spend time with Him. Anyways, I'll get off here. I am servant of the Most High. Y'all have a good one. Bye.